Hi, welcome to Community Focus here on Channel 6 TV. It's Community Focus here, and we're glad you could join us because we really do have a special guest. I know a lot of times we say we have a special guest on our show today. Well, today we really do, as we got a visitor that come to us. It's probably the furthest one we've had away. Normally we get somebody across the state of Kentucky, but we reached all the way to the North Pole for this one, and we got Santa Claus. So Santa, first of all, we're honored to have you on the show today.
Well, thank you, sir.
Well,
My pleasure to be here in Bardstown today.
This has to be a very, very busy time of year for you.
Oh, Lord, you know, people ask me that all the time, and it's my elves that are real busy. Santa's not quite that busy this time of year because I'm out running around talking to kids, meeting people, and getting ready, but it's the elves that are really, really busy this time of year.
So what's a typical elf doing today? I mean, are they packing the sleigh? Are they still making toys?
Oh, they're still making toys. Some of them are making, the boys like trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Trucks and these remote control cars.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a bunch of them working on those. And then the other elves are working on these American Girl dolls and Barbie dolls and things like that. But then I got a whole department that does nothing but making Legos. Kids love Legos.
Are the elves hard to keep in line? I mean, what I hear about them.
I gave up on them a long time ago. But they're good guys. They're good people.
All right. So right now it's basically you. I just sort of scouting around and checking out who's nice and who's naughty and all that.
Yeah, I'm double checking my list from time to time, and I like to come and talk to the kids and make sure I got everything right on their list, and make sure their mom and dad's been good. Things like that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I know there's no snow out here. We obviously no snow. So how do you get those reindeer around?
Well, people ask me that, how do we get the reindeer around? And people ask me, how do I get to so many houses in one night?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's part of the magic of Christmas. Let's just leave it like that.
And you got the reindeer. I got the reindeer with you today.
Yeah, the reindeer, when I come to Bardstown, I park my reindeer up on the roof of the old courthouse because it's really convenient, and they can eat and they get the water and stuff up there really good, and I can go down and talk to the kids and run up there if I have to feed them and stuff. So I park on the top of the roof at the courthouse.
Well, you've been doing this a long time. I mean, as far as I can remember, Santa Claus, when I was a little kid, I came saw you, and you were doing it then. You knew my name then, and you still know me now.
I remember you when you were a little kid.
I hate that part.
You were on the edge, though.
Yeah.
Whether you were good or bad.
Yeah, I never knew if I was going to get cold or what I was
But
going
I
to get.
gave you the benefit of the doubt.
And you did a good job. So again, you've been doing this a long time. You ever get tired of it?
Never. Never. The neatest thing, you get tired of the toys and coming up with the ideas and making them and stuff like that, but I never get tired of the children. I just love the kids.
So you get a chance, in one night you travel the entire world. I mean, it's got to, first of all, be tough. But what do you think about, you come to Bardstown. Is Bardstown a special place, or is it just one more stop on the list?
Well, some people could say it's one more stop on the list, but I'm kind of partial to Bardstown. You know, it is the most beautiful small town in America.
That news got all the way to the North Pole.
Yeah, I read about that in my North Pole Gazette.
Uh-huh.
That was a couple of years ago. And it's pretty much like, and I figured out what it is about Bardstown. It's not because it's physically pretty and beautiful, it's the people. Mm-hmm. They all got big hearts.
Do we have some pretty good kids around here compared to what I mean, I don't know, some of these kids sometimes, I wonder.
Oh, I don't have much trouble with them. They're pretty good.
You keep a pretty good tab on them?
Yeah, and if they're getting out of line, their folks let me know.
Yeah. So that's always the hard part. Is that's one thing I always wondered about when I was little. Is how was Santa Claus? Was he keeping track of me, or was I getting away with anything?
You should see the log that I have. And in your case, I got an extra.
I bet you've got an extra
big log.
Probably so. So kids out there right now, they're being as nice as they can be the closer it gets to Christmas.
Oh, they sure are. When I come in, I come into Bardstown quite a bit, because like I said, I like Bardstown so much. And when I come in and see them on Saturdays, when I'm up at the old courthouse, they've got their list, and they tell me what they want. And they all promise to leave me cookies and milk and carrots for the reindeer. So I kind of like that a lot. I ask the kids all the time what their favorite thing is in school. And a lot of them will tell me math. Some will say reading. Some will say science. And then I tell them, I said, you know what my favorite thing was when I was in school? And they ask me what? And I say, lunch. Santa likes to eat.
Santa likes to eat.
Santa
Well, like I
likes
said,
to
is Christmas a pretty special time at the North Pole?
Yeah, it is. Busy, 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 busy time.
Yeah, we get Rudolph out very often. And
He's most of reindeer. He's not with me today.
uh-huh.
I kind of recycle. Since I don't have the sled full of stuff, I only bring about 4 of them.
Uh-huh.
So he's still up at the pole.
Oh, okay. But they're all getting ready. Everybody's
getting
getting ready for Christmas. All the elves, I guess they'll be glad when
Well, it's
Christmas
kind of tough for them to keep track of all the new homes that are built. And
Uh-huh.
they got this kind of, I guess it's magic also, like a GPS type system where they can figure out where everybody is.
Yeah, so I guess you start out in Australia and just go around the world and just all in one night. That has to be tiresome. But then again, you have to start all over for next year.
Like I said, that's part of the magic of Christmas.
All right. Well, like I said, it's not often we get Santa Claus in the flesh to stop in to see us. So
Well, I appreciate you asking me to come in.
Well, we got a lot of kids out there. There's a lot of kids out there, and I'm sure you've got a message for all of them.
Well, kids, I want you to promise me do this, if you would. When you get up Christmas morning, you jump out of bed, run in and jump in bed with your mom and dad, give them a big hug, and tell them that you love them. Okay?
All right. Well, let's appreciate you stopping by. And again, from all of us here at Channel 6 and from me myself, we certainly want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. And again, we would certainly appreciate having Santa Claus being a part of it. And again, we're not going to bypass Bardstown and Nelson County. You're going to stop Bardstown and Nelson County on Christmas Eve, aren't you?
Better believe it.
All right. We just want to make sure.
I like those big buildings that I see when I fly over. I haven't figured out what's in those yet, but I like those big buildings.
All right. Well, sometimes we might have to stop and let you take a tour or something.
There you go.
All right, well, again, we appreciate you tuning in, and we got Santa Claus here with us today, and old St. Nick will be here with us on Christmas Eve, so all you kids out there, be paying attention because he's watching you. You can see him now, but he can see you all the time. So,
Bye, kids.
a little ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas, everyone.
All right, we'll be back on more Community Focus here on Channel 6 TV right after this. Stick around.